Today I'm gonna work on this top cabinets above the 6-foot cabinet for the kitchen. Now, as you know, this up here makes a bit of a curve. So you guys know how I do that. I just put it up there and I make one because there is about an inch or so drop from one end to the other. And I make sure I put out, or you'll put it in backwards and then you'll be embarrassed. That never, almost always happens to me. So anyway, I'm gonna make these about close to 13 deep, and they're gonna be 20 total long. So I framed how I think they're going to be. The difference is I'm going to cut in here a 1/2-inch ply, and then I'm going to inset it. Inset it. It makes me feel good about it. Now, remember I said I was going to run that 6-foot board. Well, it's really going to be a little less than that because we've got 3/4 here, and then there'll be 3/4 down there to account for, but we'll get that. So what I have to do is from the top down is 7.5. Pretty sure 7.5. Something like that. Yes. Hey, good camera work. There you go. How's that make you feel? 7.5. And so what I'll do over here is I will fill in here and then fill in. How's that? Boy, that's great. And then it will be open for 36 inches. So from this little mark right here, where's the other mark? There's the mark. That is going to be our window opening and our shelf. And I think I made it about 19 because the window is really close to 18. I'll give it a 1/2 inch on each side. It'll snug in there to look real nice. And then what I'll do is I'll come over here and I'll start my other 2 cabinets. That'll be a double cabinet. So I probably won't build this until after I build this, but I have my mark so I know where I can go. And it'll look like this, just 2 cabinets, 2 cabinet doors sitting here, just bigger. That's kind of how it came from the factory. You see right here. So that's where I'm at. I would show you more right now, but this is really the end of yesterday, and I'm getting a little tired. So I think I may go in, eat some dinner, relax a little bit, and I'm off again tomorrow, so I will hit it hard tomorrow. I may put a shelf in here too, and that may be a logical place to put the shelf coming out here. And that'd be kind of cool. I could do that now that you guys got me thinking. I mean, that's not a bad spot for a shelf. You could put bigger things down here, smaller things up there. And I think Nancy would appreciate that. Cool. I'm glad I thought of that. All right. I'll bring you back when I come back. Let me catch up. Here's what we're looking at on this side. Here, and back out a little bit. I got the shelf in. Had to do a little cipher in here. Don't worry about that. That's just holding a little glue spot in. It's not going to be a real big shelf, but I think you could put some plates or whatever you want to put up there. And I got to build the shelf for down here. That will be coming up next. But what I wanted to show you was I came out 18. Now I'm coming out 19, and that's where that shelf will go. That shelf could be 18 3/4. Nobody's going to notice, but I'm going to try to be as close as I can. And then we're going to go all the way out here. I forgot that I did need to take 3/4 off like I did over here, just so that it can tie in here, and I think that'll make it a little more safe. Not safe, it's just going to be sturdier. Maybe even more than it needs to be, but that's okay. That's coming off. And so I'll have to remember that I've got an extra 3/4 to work with when I build this cabinet over to here. And it looks like we're gonna have, hey, great camera work. Stopping by is always welcome. So with 35-inch is what we're gonna end up with versus that 36, I think. Because I did opt to go to 19 to give myself a 1/2 inch on each side for the window to slip in there. We'll see how that works out for me. I think it's gonna be just fine. All right, there's where I go. I'm gonna put that in, build a double one of these over here. That's where I'm going. Telling you what, it's good to be the boss. Here is the double cabinet. It's going to go on this end. Obviously, other than being a double cabinet, there are a couple of differences. Now, these will all be the same. Coming down under will all be the same. That keeps it level all the way across. We don't want these dropping down below those. Now, we've got to follow the roof line. So as you can see, this one is going to be different than this one. Same here. Well, no, not the same here, because the roof levels out over here. So really, I made my measurements 6 3/4 from the top of this to the top of that. And it will go, there'll be 1, 2, 3 there, but this one actually goes all the way down and then attaches in there at the 6 3/4 appointed time. So these legs will just be 6 3/4, and then these will be, I don't know, did I put 11 3/4? But I think that's the total. And so then these will have to come off, you know, where it attaches here. But there'll be a total of 20 1/4, 20 1/4, and that one's a little less because it rides the curve. Then I think I will just, I don't know what I'm going to do with the shelf. If I'm going to keep it the same as that one, or if I'm going to put it on here. I'm going to sit and think on it. Well, I'm going to work and think on it. But first, I'm going to definitely attach this one. And then work on these other two, which should go fairly quickly. And then I can look at it, and it's going to give me the idea of where I need to go. But look at it. I mean, it's 6 feet long. It's just like the kitchen counter. All right, let me get to work. And there it is from the back. Let's make our way around here. Pretty big cabinets. I think it warrants a shelf. So I think I'm going to recreate this over here to see how I feel about it. So I'll have to put one across there, one across there, one down there, one down there. And we'll see how it goes. It looks nice. I mean, I think it's pretty sharp. Curly saw the camera. He's like, I'm always working. All right, let me get working. Getting her set in here. It's gonna be there, man. That's a house kitchen, man. I had apartments when I was a young man that didn't have this big a kitchen in it, but hey, that's what you want. That's what you're gonna get around the rebuilder. All right, I got it. I set it up there. Got a few adjustments to make, and then we're going to put the cabinet floor, bottom, however you want to say it, just like we did here. And then we will get it faced in the same material as this. Get it shellacked. and get it installed. I don't know if we'll get all that done today, but we might. We might. Shot. All right, I just wanted to do this sign. I might do the front just for the heck of it because I feel like I make progress when I do that. But this is the side of obviously the single cabinet. And fatal flaw, but I can fix it, is right here. I can't get the router all the way here, but I mean, we have tools that will do that. So you just have to be more careful next time. No problem, they'll never notice until they watch this video. So I'm going to do that, face the front, and then I am going to come up. Hey, look at that. I'm going to come up here, put the bottoms into the cabinets, and then I'm going to face that cabinet, and that'll be quite a bit. We'll see how it looks. All right, got those two all together, as you've already seen. Got it faced. Got it faced. Got the side, well, I better touch that up a little bit. But amber shellac, it's raining hard here, boys. Let me run this through. I got that in. I got to put one more here, and then this will look like that, and I'll be back with amber. We are just about all laid out. Boom. Boom. I think this is a really, really nice set of cabinets, if you ask me. Kind of proud of them a little bit. I'm going to wait until after I shellac to add the shelf there. Let that kind of be the last thing that I do. And that way it won't be in the way and stuff will be dripping down. So I'm going to knock this out real quick. After I get those off, just a little spot that wasn't cooperating. Get that glue off now. Jeez. Yeah, gotta use a lot of glue, especially when you're not stapling the front. So I got away with these two fronts here without any nails or staples. So I think that just adds a little bit to it. Let that dry a little bit more, and then amber shellacking. Hey, don't worry about that end. That's going up against the bathroom, the potty closet. And that dark stuff. Just got to kind of catch it in the right light. Loving it, loving it. Really, really, really liking it a lot. Wish I could find a little pickup truck load of that darker stuff. That's pretty cool. It provides a nice contrast to the walls as well, so it's not all just the same. Love it. Let this dry. I might start measuring and putting on that shelf. That shelf is going to be home to a light that they brought me. I better measure that light before I build that. Whew, it might need to be 12 and I only made it 10. Let's figure it out. Remember what I told you about clamps. You're gonna need some big clamps sometimes too. Looks nice though, doesn't it? Gonna match right there. This needs to dry for about an hour or so before I mess with it. So I gotta let that happen. It's looking good though. Once I get this dog in, then I can start making more shelves for the inside. Now, I'm not so sure I'm gonna put this up today or not. I might wait till I get a little help. And all this rain out here is just driving me crazy. It's like flooding, terrible. All right. I'll get that installed and someday you will see it. But for now, that's probably the end of this video.